This is Alex from DigiPen. I help run campus operations here, and today we are going to take a walkthrough of our Redmond, Washington campus. Let's come on in. If you haven't heard yet, we also have campuses in Singapore and in Bilbao, Spain. Today, we're in Redmond, Washington, the tech hub of the beautiful Pacific Northwest. So we're going to head in, check out our main campus, as well as the wing. Welcome in. Main campus starts off with our main lobby. Here you got comfy seating that you can use while waiting for your ride. Maybe you're waiting for the shuttle, or you have a visitor coming to campus today and you're waiting for them. And you got the most hospitable front desk here, where we call it a one-stop shop. You can get pretty much any one of your needs as a student taken care of. You also got a display case over here with some DigiPen history. And speaking of history, DigiPen, founded in 1988, is actually the world's first college to ever teach video game development. Ever since then, we've grown quite a bit. We now have 10 different bachelor's and master's degrees. That's undergraduate and graduate degrees. They all are in the fields of computer science, game design, game development, digital art and animation, music and sound design, digital audio, and even machine learning. So if you are interested in any of those degree programs or learning more about them, there's a plethora of information on our website, and you can always come visit us or do a student shadow and learn more. Here, we're at our first floor hall. This is one of our main hallways where we have a lot of classrooms. And in fact, our largest classroom is open here today, and I'll show it to you. There's probably class starting here in a little bit. No one in here right now, but this is our largest lecture hall. It has over 200 seats, but classes never really get that big. Our average class size is only 18, and our student to faculty ratio is 1 to 10. So what we do use this room for are things like, some of the larger classes that might get up to 100 people or so, maybe in your first year, and then those classes will break into lab sessions that are much smaller. Or we'll use this for things like company days where we have different companies coming in. We recently had Pokemon come in and give a presentation and talk more about their internships. And we also have things like movie nights, game night, preview days, which are information session days that you can also check out. And we are now going to keep heading down the hall here to check out these graduation plaques. These red plaques that line the wall of that large lecture hall are all here to honor every single one of our alumni over the years. This is really cool because alumni can come back, whether they're here with their family or friends, just walking around, showing people around, or if they're here talking at one of our company days, maybe they work at a company and they're actually back here to recruit students for internships or jobs, they can come back here and point out their name and have a good time checking out, themselves honored here on the wall. As we keep going down, there's some classes in session, and we have all different types of classrooms on this first floor main hallway. You got that large lecture hall, you got two smaller ones with about 120 seats each, you got one that's even smaller with about 80 seats, and then you got some really small ones here with only about 30 seats, as well as 4 different art studios for fine arts education here at DigiPen. As we keep going down, you're going to see our mascot there, DigiPen Dragons, and you are going to see different game titles that our alumni are credited to. If we actually go and try to count all the places we know that our alumni have been hired by after attending DigiPen, it's over 1,500 different companies and game studios. Some of those are huge AAA companies, some are small indie companies, and not to mention a lot of people will choose to start their own after graduation too. And if you actually count up all the game titles that we know our alumni are credited with, it's well over 2,000 titles. So this alumni wall and this one over here is just barely scratching the surface. A couple examples, like one that I always love, Call of Duty Black Ops, Modern Warfare. Those are my personal favorite. But I know, for example, Halo is made here in the Pacific Northwest. We had 50 different DigiPen alumni work on the last Halo title, the most recent one, and 9 different ones working on the most recent God of War title. So some of these posters, we get them signed, and it's pretty cool to have them up, but we try to keep them, changing up here and there. You can keep flowing down here. We got a couple Portal and Portal 2 posters. If you know, you know. We won't get into the history right now for the sake of time. And then we got some lockers for you to use here during your time as a student. The lockers are just like a nice amenity if you want to keep something on campus locked up, change of clothes, water bottle, whatever you might need. And we're going to start heading down over to the music lab. Come on in. This is a dedicated lab for our Bachelor of Arts in Music and Sound Design students and our Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Digital Audio students. Over here, we have our recording studio. It has 2 live rooms on the left and right and a control room in the middle. The live rooms can not only be used for recording, but also for practice. Right now we have Jonathan practicing piano in here. He said it's fine if we take a look. And in the other live room, we have, I believe, a one-on-one saxophone lesson going on. We can just take a quick peek. And if you swing over here in the middle, we have the control room, and we will also take a quick look in here.
Pre and post clipping, like clippings were before the preamp and clipping.
And if we go into the middle of the lab, we have a classroom space to actually have classes in the lab. And along the wall here, you have all the dedicated workstations for the students. How's it going, Lawrence?
Hey, Alex,
Hey.
how's it going? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
Check out this cool. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
This is my freshman assignment that they just turned in last night.
Oh, wow.
So they wrote the music for the animation that the students in the other program did.
Oh, nice. Don't you have class starting soon?
Yes. Well, I'm reviewing the work. They're
Oh,
right
okay.
here.
Okay.
You guys gotta get out of here.
We'll get out of here. And then at the end of the lab, we have 2 smaller practice/recording studios. So these are much smaller. They are completely soundproof, just like the other recording studios. And one over there is in use, so we won't bug them. But in these soundproof rooms, you can really, once you shut the door, you can really feel it in your ears. It's an odd feeling, but it is necessary for that fidelity of sound. We are going to head back out into the main hallway. All right, come on over. Welcome to the belly of the beast. This is Bytes Cafe and Lounge. But this is not your average college cafeteria. We serve our food completely made from scratch. We have a 0 profit model. So that means you get exactly what you pay for. We don't market up or make any money on this food. It is just quality ingredients with the mindset of balancing both deliciousness and comfort and health and performance. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have at least 3 different savory food options every day. And we also have a daily dessert and fresh, warm chocolate baked cookies. We got hot coffee, tea, and sodas and everything you might need. All right, let's head over this way. Today we got a grain bowl, meatballs, beef enchiladas, banana pudding, warm chocolate chip cookies. That's every day. And we always have complimentary free fruit for everybody. Again, initiative for balanced and a healthy lifestyle. Right over here, we got the Dragon Shop. This is our student store. So it's a convenience store meets a bookstore and merch shop. We also have an online Dragon Shop where you can shop for our custom merch. I'm rocking it right now, DigiPen Dragons. Most of our merch is designed and made by students and alumni. Come on in. We have snacks, grab-and-go items, healthy items, school supplies, phone chargers, art supplies, whatever you might need here, on a day-to-day basis as a student. And we are just going to head back around. and we are now going to check out the Bytes Lounge. So Bytes is really a great place to hang out with friends, catch up. If it's a little quieter, get some work done, open up your laptop, lounge over here. It's a nice chill space where you can, set up, do some work, read something. We have a little Lego table over here to get your creative juices out if you need to. Vending machines, of course. And we also got super nice fridges for you to store anything you might want to, bring from home or anything like that. We got really nice toasters, microwaves, all that kind of stuff here in the Bytes Lounge. All right, let's go. Now that we got our enchiladas. All right, we're gonna head up to the second floor of our main building. Our main building consists of 3 floors. We are now entering Edison Production Lab. This is one of 3 of our large open production labs. This is actually the largest one of the 3. If you add up all 3 together, they have over 1,000 seating stations. We're just gonna walk through here, check out what's going on. This lab consists of mainly assigned team spaces. So some of the spaces are, wow, check this out.
Hey Travis,
Wow.
they found your son.
Travis, wow. Oh, what's his name?
His name is Boots. He is a bearded dragon, and I'm just going to go ahead and say right now that he is the official DigiPen mascot as of today.
Yeah, wow, the real DigiPen dragon.
He is a bearded dragon. Just like me.
Well, welcome, Boots. Anyways, like I was saying, a lot of this is assigned team spaces. Over here at the beginning of the lab where we just walked is a lot of open workspace, and the rest is assigned. Our curriculum here follows both academic fundamentals that are taught in the classroom, as well as interdisciplinary teamwork in the form of game projects, animated films, and computer science projects. So what you're seeing here is a lot of assigned team spaces where the teams, which can range from just a couple people to as big as about 25 people, can actually set up and claim the space as their own. So it's essentially like a little office or studio that the team can use and settle in. They even decorate it, which is always my favorite part. They can use it as another workspace that is just purely theirs. This one over here, no one's home, but they have some pretty wild decor, and somehow they even got a couch up here. Let's keep going through. So these projects are interdisciplinary, like I mentioned before, which means students from different degree programs can collaborate with each other basically outside the classroom here in the labs. Let's keep going. We're getting to the end of this corridor. This one over here, you got some cool neon signs. Team Hijack. They're ignoring me right now. It's okay. Hey. And we're just gonna keep flowing through here. We got classrooms lining the wall, as well as a game team lab, which is essentially a really cool meeting space outside of the lab. We got classrooms lining the walls. This is the Master of Science in Computer Science lab right over here. Oh, sorry. Wow, thank you so much. Okay, let's come on in. Hey, how's it going? All right, that is a nice keyboard. Can we see that?
It's got Amazon Black Friday sale.
Oh, nice, awesome, nice. All right, so here in the Master's Lab, we have a bunch of workstations. So you can choose to use our desktop, or you can plug in your own laptop. We got some soft seating over here. Pretty comfy. Check that out. Cat eating a Costco chicken bake. Wonder who ordered that. All right, And this room is really just a nice dedicated space for our Masters of Science and Computer Science students. They can come here in between classes, collaborate, chill out. There's always some coffee brewing usually. And now we are going to head down the main corridor of the second floor hallway, which we call Animation Row. We call it Animation Row because the classrooms on this side over here are all 3D animation classrooms with different styles of drawing tablets. And we also call it Animation Row because the walls are clad with digital art. We also host a Masters of Fine Arts art show every single fall in this corridor too. It's a really fun event, open to the general public. It usually has snacks and beverages, and it's really cool to see the art in this hallway change over to the current master's artwork and make a whole like party out of it. So we're gonna keep heading down. All right, let's keep heading this way. We have tons of faculty offices on this floor as well. So if you have office hours or a meeting with your instructors, you would probably come in and meet them beyond these walls here. And right over here, we have our student club room. You can see a couple people working away in there, but that is a really cool student-run space for clubs and student leadership to meet and work on projects in there. Here, we arrived at the end of this portion of the hallway to the Quiet Lab. And the Quiet Lab is a really good space to tuck away, maybe be away from keyboard a little bit, do some homework, whatever you need. Maybe you're just like watching videos, who knows? But it's always in use by a couple people. And we will maybe just peek in real quick and not make any noise to just give you a little flavor of it. Take a look what's going on. Down here, we got plenty of staff and faculty offices that you may be having meetings in there. And that's also where our financial aid department is. And the financial aid department is super helpful in guiding you through the scholarships and different federal and state financial aid options. We're going to head back down through these game kiosks. And we are going to check out more student services down here and then the user research lab. So over here. Oh, you're fine. Sorry about that. So we don't usually film on campus, so people are a little bit shy. And here we arrived, plenty of staff and student support offices beyond these walls here. You can kind of see one of the offices here is our student housing office. That would be apartment style student housing that we offer here in Redmond. It's about slightly less than a mile away to about 1.5 miles away, all apartment style housing. You can learn more about that if you come visit us or just read more on our website. And we got career services and the offices are right behind you. And career services also includes alumni relations, which they do a really good job of keeping alumni involved and still part of the family here at DigiPen. And then the career events that they might do include, resume reviews, internship fairs. They might do interview prep, like one-on-one sessions where you can just practice for an interview. And what else? Things like company days. We always have different companies coming from either the local area or from all over the world to do events here at DigiPen, whether it's to build awareness about their company or to actually directly recruit for their company. So we also have in the offices here the counseling center. We offer free mental health counseling for our students, whether you need it or not. It's a amenity that we offer here, as well as disability support services. They can always help you out with any accommodations that you might need as a student here. And we also have student success advisors, which are in addition to our faculty advisors. So student success advisors are staff that can actually help guide you through the academic process. So figuring out what kind of classes are best for you to register for during registration time, or guiding you through, any type of academic waters that you might need to navigate. And like I mentioned, there are faculty advisors. Every single student has a faculty advisor that you can meet with. And of course, there's TAs, tutors, and faculty office hours. So there's support at many different angles for you here as a student. We're going to keep coming down the second floor now. We got plenty of classrooms here, some computer science classrooms. You get a lot of steps in when you come to campus here or work here like me. Yesterday, just walking around, I got about 10,000 steps just because we kind of walk around this big, wide building quite a bit. And this is the UR lab here. So that is the User Research Lab. This is the first room of the User Research Lab. We call it UR1. This room is really good for observational testing, focus groups, as well as testing analog games like board games. All the furniture in here is completely mobile, so you can reconfigure the room however you like. We even have room dividers too. And then now we are going to check out UR2. This room, UR2, is configured in banks of computers. You got 21 testing stations here with a little bit of privacy. You got a comfy gaming seat. You got Secret Lab, that's pretty cool. And you got the nice mice, keyboard, game controller, eye tracking software, and of course the computer tower. And this is where we can test our own game projects, outside visitors projects, as well as do other studies in here, such as psych or other user research or user experience studies. And then we got the control room in the back, which we won't go into today. And then we are going to swing back around and start heading to the third floor. So like I mentioned, campus is our main building, floors 1, 2, and 3. We got the wing across the street. Some other cool factors about campus is that we have free parking. So the shuttle service is really convenient as well. That is for our housing students and anyone using public transit or anyone who is living near the housing that can also benefit from it. If you're driving to school, we got EV charging. We got, like I mentioned, free parking. We don't tend to run out of space ever with the parking lot, which is awesome. We got bicycle, e-scooter parking in this area. We got a lot of grab-and-go e-scooters you can use. So those are really convenient. Just wear your helmet, please. And let me click the third floor here. And what else? You got public transport, and also Redmond is the biking capital of the PNW, the Pacific Northwest. So you'll see tons of people biking around here. Some other amenities of our campus, we got some really cool local deals always going on with different small businesses around. Currently, as of the time of this video, we got tons of deals with different hotels. We got, let's come on up. So local hotels where you can get a discounted rate. We have a deal with a really good coffee shop. That one is 20% off. And we also have 25% off with my favorite gym in the world, which is across the street as well. So we always try to keep some local deals available for our students. All right, we're here on the third floor, which is the top floor of our main campus. Let's keep heading this way. Behind me is Tesla Production Lab. So downstairs was Edison Production Lab. This is Tesla Production Lab. It's a little bit smaller, but it is the same idea of mainly being assigned team spaces. We're just gonna walk through and check out what's going on here.
And the other one was pressing redo to delete a collapsed node while I was in the collapsed node. And it left me in the deleted collapsed node.
You can see people are busy working away in the middle of the semester, and you really have to be here in person to understand the type of energy and the vibe of the whole, lab life that we got going on here. So let's see what's going down here. We got a bunch of seating going down this corridor here, and then it ends with a door that has access to faculty offices, which is where you would, like I mentioned before, like have office hours or one-on-one meetings with your faculty members or with your faculty mentor. Got more space down here. Design of the decor is on point. This team here is pretty cool. Dragonfall. During our playtesting pizza night the other day, I had an opportunity to check out the game, and it was really cool. That is a VR game using, I believe, a Valve VR system. Keep going. Got some super cool decor here. Got Hatsune Miku on display. And more seating behind me. We are gonna head and take a look down the hall here. We got this very, very long hallway that goes all the way down, and it is clad with faculty artwork from our fine arts department faculty. This is a fresh selection of faculty artwork. We like to rotate the pieces over the years, and these are given to us to show off by faculty who teach for the Bachelor of Fine Arts and Digital Art degree. That degree contains a lot of fundamental fine arts education at the beginning part of the degree program before you really hop on the computer or the tablet and work on all those fancy apps like, you know, ZBrush or Maya, Blender, Houdini, all that kind of stuff. We do the fundamentals first. Oh, let's check this out. Over here, this is some examples of the game kiosks we have on campus. All around campus, we have these game kiosks that are loaded with Steam on them, and they have our students work on it, essentially. And during those game team projects, our students have the option of uploading their work to Steam when they're all done. So these machines here have some of those Steam games uploaded. Let's see what's going on here. I think this one is called Poggle. What's it called? I know the, what is it called? Poggle Wash. This one's called Poggle Wash. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Witch Punk. Nice. This one has won multiple awards. So if you're on campus, you can just go ahead and play, whether you're a visitor or a student. Just a cool display that we got. And we actually oftentimes use these kiosks to bring them to different industry events like PAX West or PAX Prime that it's called now. We can bring these cabinets to our booth that we have every year and let the public actually get a taste of our student work too. All right, where should we head? Down this way. All right. Down the hall over here, we got tons of faculty offices over there. Again, faculty members, they have office hours that you might drop in on, or you could make appointments with them. And just more team spaces over here, this way. And the Master of Fine Arts student studio. Welcome to the vibiest room on campus. This is the Master of Fine Arts and Digital Art Lab. This, like the Master of Science and Computer Science Lab, is a dedicated master's lab with dedicated lab seating. We provide equipment here like Wacom Cintiq tablets, computer towers. You can also hook up your own laptop. People are busy at work right now. You got a meeting flex room over there with 3D printers as well. Little chill lounge space over here. And you got like props everywhere, ping pong table, and some pretty cool miniature sculptures in here. You can come check these out. Those are pretty wild. That's really cool. All right. Let's head back out to the main hall. Now we are going to head over to our other building called The Wing. It's just a really short walk over. right across the parking lot. And the wing is our newest addition to campus. It is built in 2020. It is an extension of our campus as well as our library. Let's come on in. All right, welcome to the wing. Hey, how's it going? Good. All right. Yeah. We'll do a quick walkthrough right before one of our project classes start in the main open space. But the wing is home to our library. And like you just saw over there, that was our library front desk. And our library here at DigiPen is not like any other library. There's tons more than just books. There's books for any class you might be taking, ebooks, games, of course, like video games, board games, ebooks, industry journals, and what else? Hardware. Oh, you can come on through. Hardware like, oh, just come on in. Yeah, no worries. No, you don't have to run. It's all right. Hardware like, let's say mice, keyboards, projectors, camera sometimes, if you really need it, like a loaner laptop as well. And the library basically is open every single day of the week. Over here, you're welcomed by some magazines that you can just grab. There's also a table here with just like some free items that are always rotating through. I guess just kind of like an exchange area. And then a cool little quote wall here. Today it says, "The more I learn, the less I realize I know," by Mr. Socrates. Let's come on in. Class is about to start here in the wing. So the wing is home to Johnson Production Lab, which is right over here. Try to get a wide shot of it so you can check out what's going on. Johnson Production Lab has about 200 seats here, and it is our third lab. So we already saw Edison on the second floor, Tesla on the third floor of the other building, and now Johnson. Johnson, unlike the other spaces, is more of an open workspace, whereas the other two were assigned team spaces. This open workspace occasionally is used for classes, like you're about to see here, is about to start. We teach certain classes here that lend themselves well to this type of open workspace. So the classes taught in here will be ones where it's a hybrid approach of lecturing and co-working and practicing what you learned in class. So in these type of classes, the instructor can teach a little bit. They can give you time to try out what you just learned, ask questions, raise your hand, get help from the teacher and TAs, and then learn a little bit more, rinse and repeat. So this is a newer type of class that we've been teaching here at DigiPen, and it happens here in the Johnson Production Lab. When class is not in session here, which is most of the time actually in this lab, you can use it as an open workspace. It is a really, really nice place to work. You know, it is very vast and wide. You got the tall ceilings here, so it's very airy and comfortable. And it's a really nice kind of different environment than we have in the main campus. The wing also includes a classroom upstairs, and as well as 6 different meeting or collaboration rooms that you can use as students. Over here, we're going over into the wing lounge. And you got some board games over here, and you got comfy seating for you to just chill out and play some games. We usually have a Xbox and a PS5 set up so that you can just chill, play games. You can bring your own, do whatever you like in those with that TV setup. You can check out the conference rooms over here. This is an example of one in use right now. And you can book those, or you can just walk in. We're gonna head over here to the flex space. The flex space here in the wing is an open workspace, with just a little bit different vibe, different furniture. You got workbenches, plenty of data and power to plug into for your laptop or any gear you might be using. It's kind of a cool like Makerspace light, and you can use stationary things like scissors, cutters. We got plenty of like art supplies and stuff. Maybe you want to make a poster, maybe you have a creative project going on. And then over here, we got the Makerspace. This is the newest edition of this building. and we can head on right in. So the Makerspace is, like I mentioned, pretty new. It currently has a system where the library staff can train you on the safety and the operations of this room. We currently have about 180 users of this room who are mainly doing it either for supplemental things for their classes or maybe just for hobbies too. We got sewing machines, hardware tools, you got like a workbench with a vise here, CNC machines, laser cutters, and of course 3D printing. 3D printing is very popular here at DigiPen, whether it's to just like model something you made on the computer for fun, just to see how it looks, or maybe you're working on a board game project or something like that and you want to make figurines. But people are always 3D printing here on campus. And we are going to head up to the lounge and the study loft upstairs before class starts. Let's head up. The wing here also has some really nice specimens of really large trees, just to break up, all the technology that we have on site. It's nice to have, something natural for a change. Let's keep going. You're welcome to come in here and check this out. This is just an example of a conference room here in the wing. So this is one of those that you can just walk in and, or you can book if you want. And we're gonna head upstairs and we're gonna test my backward stairs skills. So up here, we got another lounge / study loft. Really good place to step aside when things are busy and just be able to work somewhere a little quieter, more peaceful. You can take a look around. And we have the academic support lab right over here. This is our tutoring center where you can get free tutoring for most classes, or you can actually be a tutor as a part-time student job. We'll just hang around here. You got more of those breakout conference rooms over here, a classroom down there, a really nice classroom that also overlooks the open lab here. And if you swing around towards me, this is my favorite spot on campus. You can kind of just take it all in, see what people are up to, and just have that really cool view of the hustle and bustle of campus. Anyways, that wraps up our tour today. Thank you so much for walking through with me. And I highly encourage you to actually come check it out yourself if you are interested. There's plenty of information online how to come sign up for a campus tour. We offer those pretty much every weekday. And you could also come for things like a student shadow, where you actually follow a student for a day, or you can come for a preview day, where it's actually just a full day, usually on a Saturday, where you can learn about DigiPen and the programs that we offer. But I highly encourage you come over if you're interested to check it out in person, because there's just a lot more to see.